guys, and welcome back to another episode of Broken Image FPV with your host, Broken Image. Today, I thought I would record the process of exchanging props on your TinyGO. For those of you that have a TinyGO and want to know how to exchange the props, because when I first did it, it was kind of hard for me to get comfortable with popping these props off without destroying the motor or destroying a prop, which if you pop it off, destroy the prop, you're exchanging them anyways, so you're going to put another prop on there. But I just wanted to go over the whole process of exchanging props out and where the props go and how the motors turn on your TinyGO. At the end of this video, I am going to let you guys know what I plan on doing here in the next few days. I'm going to put another video out in the next few days, but I'll get into that at the end of this video. So if you guys stick around to the end of this video, or you can just skip ahead if you want to do that. But if you stick around to the end of this video, you'll see what I'm going to be doing here in the next few days. And it's kind of fun. It's exciting. It's a way to like celebrate the new year. I know I haven't been doing a lot of flying. I haven't been posting a lot of flying videos lately. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting for some new equipment to come in. And once I get that new equipment, my flights are probably going to be a little bit better. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. And I know I've been like teasing you guys like this whole time, but I really am pretty excited about it. It's just I'm waiting for stuff to come in through the mail. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna exchange the props here. All right, guys, so we're here at the bench, and we're about to exchange these props off this TinyGO. Now, whenever you're exchanging props, all you need are 4 props, a set of tweezers, and your TinyGO with the old props on them. What I like to do is I like to save my old props. Like, I don't throw these out because, you know, you can still fly with them. They're just not ideal right now. Like, I've bashed them up. Some of them are kind of bent. Like, this is, yeah, I mean, I'm being nitpicky, but if you could see how this blade right here is pushed a little bit up this way, it's not centered like these blades are. Like, this blade is kind of off, and it throws off your flights a little bit, you know, just a tad, but it still flies. It's still able to fly around and stuff. So you could always bend this back as best as you can to get it like as good as you can symmetrically with the rest of the blades on the prop. But I'm just going to exchange them out right now because I've got a ton of these props, but I do save my old ones. So in case I run out and I don't have any new ones and I need a prop because maybe I broke a prop or I broke a motor or whatever, you know, I need another prop. Yeah, so I save my old props just in case, you know, in case that happens. I'm not going to hoard them, you know. Once I get to a certain amount, I'll probably throw them out. But, you know, just save a few sets, you know, so you could have that cushion just in case. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in to exchanging these props. First thing you have to know when you're exchanging props is you have to know how the props go on your quad. You can't just put a prop on, like just put bam, 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 and be done with it, because the props they're molded differently to carry the quad in the air. So I'll show you, I could show you on these props over here. So this prop right here, if you could see how the blades are molded like this. You got the top end of the blade on this side and the bottom end of the blade on that side. So the top end's on the right and the bottom end's on the left on all these blades. So when the prop's spinning, oh crap, I just dropped it out of my hand. When the prop's spinning, it's going to be spinning counterclockwise. This is a counterclockwise prop because when the prop cuts through the air, it's going to cut this way and actually pull the air up over this prop to create lift. So this prop would be a counterclockwise prop, and that will be going on this or this motor. because these two diagonally are counterclockwise, and these two diagonally are clockwise. Whenever the quad spins, when the motors spin from outside to in. So it like you go from the center of your quad and you pull out like this, in on the bottom, center of your quad, outside in on the top. So that's how your motors spin on your quad. So, and then if you look at it this way, this is a way I like to remember it, is I number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 4 are clockwise spins, 2 and 3 are counterclockwise spins. So yeah, so you have to know that stuff whenever you put it on your props. So what you need is you need 2 counterclockwise props and 2 clockwise props that to go on your quad, and you got to make sure you put them in those spots that how your motors turn, because if you don't, whenever you arm your quad and you press up on the throttle, or even when you arm it, once your prop starts spinning, it's going to go all crazy and flip out on you, and you're not going to know why. It's just as simple, you put your props on wrong. So yeah, so that's how the props go on your quad, on your TinyGO quad. So what I like to do too is I like to exchange them one for one. I don't take all the props off and then put all the props on. I'll go like my numbers. I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'll exchange them that way. Another good habit to form is whenever you have your props, these 2 props right here are counterclockwise props, and these 2 props right here are clockwise props. So what I said earlier is this prop right here and this prop right here are both clockwise, and this and this are counterclockwise. So our counterclockwise are going to go on 2 and 3. So these are counterclockwise. So what we want to do is put them on 2 and 3. And our clockwise, we're going to put them on 1 and 4. So I kind of put them in a little design of how I'm going to put them on the quad, so I don't get confused. So yeah, so because we're going to be having this quad in our hand, and we have it down there, and then we'll just exchange the props that way. So yeah, when we're pulling off the prop, what I usually do is there's a little metal piece. Let me zoom in on this phone. Wow, that's super close. Oh, that's like I should be doing this all the time whenever I'm doing. Man, that is so close. I like that. I like that detail. Anyways, on your motor right here, this little piece. Well, I can't see on the thing. Okay, so that little piece right there, that little metal piece right there, I like to stick my. I don't want to dig down into the motor, like on those on the magnets, like all those wires down there. I like to stick my. I'm trying to form my words and do this at the same time. I stick my tweezers underneath the prop right here, between this metal piece, and the prop, and I don't really pull up on the prop. I just take my tweezers and move my hand out the way. Take my tweezers and kind of like wiggle it like this. See that? And it kind of wiggles up off of, because there's nothing holding on to it. There's no screws or anything. It just kind of wiggles, and you can get your like that. you can get your tweezers up underneath the prop and actually pull the prop off like that. So that's how you take off your prop. It's super simple. Sometimes it'll be a little, especially whenever you're exchanging your props the first time, it's going to be kind of difficult to wedge your tweezers up underneath the prop and pop it off like that. But that's how you pop a prop off of off your TinyGO. So you pop that off, and it's just stuck on there on the little peg right here, and it fits pretty snugly, and they don't usually fly off. I haven't had one fly off yet. So I go over here to this, and I put this right down here. I like to line up the holes because on some micro quads, some of them you have to have screws. So it's a good thing to get in the habit of actually lining up your holes for your screw holes on your motor. So yeah, I just like to line up those holes like that, and then you push it down onto the motor. Like, it's just a really snug fit, And it might not go down all the way, so I take the back end of my tweezers and I use them as like a little pad and just push them down the rest of the way like that. And yeah, that's how you exchange a prop on your TinyGO. So that's one prop down, and we got 4 more to go. So I'm not going to show you all of the props of how to exchange all of them, but that's, you just do that process for all the rest of your props, and you'll have you'll have a TinyGO that's flying like new. So yeah, that's how you exchange your props, guys. Pretty simple, huh? So I'm gonna exchange the rest of these props, and then we're gonna talk about something different. All right, so I exchanged all the props on our TinyGO, and it is looking fantastic now. Look at those shiny, shiny props I got on it now. Brand spanking new. And then, like, in a couple flights, they're gonna look just like these little dulled out props over here. But yeah, that's how I exchange the props on the TinyGO. I think I already said this, but I'll say it again if I didn't. When you exchange the props, make sure you point your drone out from you, and you have the back end of your drone and the face of your drone this way whenever you do your 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you have it like this and you do 1, 2, oh, just knocked my goggles over. You do 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, it's not gonna make sense, and you're gonna have your props on wrong, and then it's gonna go all wigged out. So just make sure you have your drone facing out from you like this, and the tail end of your drone at you, and then you count them off like that, and that should be a good way to position your drone for the props to be put on. All right, guys. So here's something exciting, right? I'm sure some of you guys know what this is. Some of you might not know what this is. This is a ruler. That's what this is. It's a pretty cool ruler with a bunch of shiny things on it. That's all it is. You could measure stuff and all that stuff. There you go. That's it. That's what I want to show you. No, I'm joking. This is a practice board, a practice soldering board, and I've got 4 of these little guys. The reason why I've got these guys is I got me a soldering iron. This is a $20 soldering iron. I got a new soldering tip on there. I've used it a few times on another practice board. I'll show you that right here, right now. The soldering iron's not on, by the way. That would be like bad doing that. So yeah, this is a practice board that I've been kind of practicing around on, just playing around soldering and all that great stuff. So yeah, I've never soldered a day in my life, guys. Never soldered a day in my life. Looked at a bunch of videos, and this is what, let's zoom in. Oh, this is amazing how clear it is. These are my joints that I've been making. Like, I don't know, like, I'm a beginner at it. I don't know if these are good joints or not, but that's one right there. And then over here, I did a whole bunch of them. Some of them look like crap, like this one right here. That one looks like crap. But this joint right here, it's got a little like end on it. They're not the most pretty joints, but like I said, I'm new at soldering, and I don't know. Like, I think not ever soldering before, and this is my first time ever trying to solder. I think I'm doing okay with it, right? Like, I don't know. I'm feeling confident about soldering onto these pads. I soldered onto a small little pad over here too, like this little pad right there. And then this little pad right here. Like that pad, I think will be the size of like some of the pads on the TinyGO. And then even like a small little teeny pad right there. Look how big my fingernail is. And you know, the gunk up underneath my fingernail. Look how big my fingernail is compared to that teeny little pad. And I put some solder on it. Like, tin the pad. Like, there's a process doing this, and it's like, this is just some gunk I just put on there. I don't even know why I'm showing you that. But yeah, there's a process on how to solder. And I don't know if you guys have watched like other soldering videos, but yeah, the process on how to solder, it's kind of like cool, like the whole, like all the steps. And if you're serious about getting into FPV, let me get some water because I'm thirsty and I'm talking a lot. You guys like my cup? Anyways, if you guys are serious about getting an FPV, like I am, soldering is something that we're all going to have to do eventually. So it's a good skill to have, and that's why I'm starting to practice. So I am learning to practice solder. And if you guys are interested in a video of my experience and what I'm doing to solder like these joints, and I can make a video. I know there are like a bunch of videos out there. You got Mr. Steele, another, a professional FPV pilot. He made a soldering tutorial. He's been soldering for like 20 years. This is 5 years ago on the tutorial. He made one. Josh Bardwell made one. There's a lot of FPV YouTubers out there that have made soldering tutorials. But if you guys want me to make a soldering tutorial, like something a beginner is going through that does not have any experience and is doing this stuff like this, I can make you guys a soldering tutorial. I could do that because something that I'm really excited about doing, and I haven't ordered it yet, but I do plan on getting it once I get my new radio in. I am getting a new radio, by the way. It's the TX12. I am getting that radio coming in. It's just taking a long time to come in. But, okay. ExpressLRS. I don't know if you guys have heard about ExpressLRS, but I am freaking excited about ExpressLRS. I am looking into ExpressLRS. I am studying all about ExpressLRS, and there is a way. Well, let me tell you what ExpressLRS is if you guys don't know. It's a protocol that is like Crossfire for, these big drones, and even some whoops have Crossfire, but it's a protocol, a free open sourced protocol that all you're doing, you buy your hardware and all of the software is open sourced. Anybody could go in there and change it. Anybody can change the hardware on it, can build onto it. It's like super innovative. They got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on in ExpressLRS, and it's really not that much money getting the receivers, the modules, and all that stuff for your radio either. It's the cheapest way to get into a good connection with your radio and your drone. Like fail-safes are a thing of the past with ExpressLRS, like 100%. They're a thing of the past. So this little guy, this receiver right here, is a GepRC. I forget the name of the receiver, but it only binds to this radio right here. It's like FHCC protocol or something like that. I don't know. But it, like, whenever I put ExpressLRS on my new TX12, whenever it comes in, it's not going to be able to bind to this receiver. So, what I'm going to have to do is, and I already got with some guys at GepRC, and they said, yeah, it's completely possible. I'm going to get an ExpressLRS receiver, and I'm going to, what's up, buddy?
Can I have some more milk?
Yeah, let me a couple more minutes on this, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to get an ExpressLRS receiver, and I'm going to have to solder. That's why I'm learning how to solder. I'm going to have to solder that receiver to the flight controller down here, and there is a blueprint on how to do that, on what the pads to solder your ExpressLRS, because it's like soldering a Crossfire receiver onto this thing. You solder your ExpressLRS receiver on the TX1 pad, RX1 pad, your 5-volt, and your ground. And I've already studied it. I've already looked into it. I just want to make sure I get good solder joints. So like the actual solder pads, this receiver is wired through the bottom, and it's hooked into the front of your flight controller up here. And yeah, that's, I would have to desolder that, pull my receiver out, and put that new receiver on here, and then I can fly this drone with my new controller, my TX12, and I could link other drones up to that too with ExpressLRS, and I could specifically fly ExpressLRS. So that is super, 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 super exciting for me, and I can't wait for that. And if you guys want to see, like I said, if you guys want to see a video about me going over, like, you know, I could practice on this pad on a brand new one, about going over how to solder, I could do that. Just leave something in the comments, and I'll do that. And you know, other videos too are coming here in the near future. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video, guys, and thanks for sticking around and listening to my excitement of ExpressLRS and the receiver that I'm going to be putting on this drone in the future. I haven't bought the receiver yet because I don't have my radio in yet. Once I get my radio and I start, you know, going into like how ExpressLRS works on the radio, the module, update it, all that great stuff, then going to be doing the receiver in here. So yes, that's going to be freaking awesome. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. You guys thought that was the end of the video. It's not. So, I know a couple of you guys wanted to see what Betaflight looks like on my Betaflight settings on this drone. Unfortunately, my PC down here doesn't have the ability to record, you know, apps and stuff. It's not that great of a PC. Like I said, it's a brick. So the only way I'd either be able to do it would be like slides, like taking screenshots and putting it in a YouTube video, or I could videotape it with my camera right here. So if you guys want to see that, you let me know how you guys want me to show you what my Betaflight settings look like, and I could go through Betaflight and show you how I updated my drone in Betaflight. One thing I did do, I know a couple of you guys were talking about the RSSI on your OSD. I updated Betaflight to the newest version of Betaflight, and in the receiver tab, I was able to get RSSI on this drone. It's not like, it doesn't say 100 RSSI and go down. It starts, I think, like 20 or something. I don't know how like the receiver works, but it's still like, once you fly the drone away from you, it'll like the RSSI goes down in your OSD, like you can see it. So, and you can set warnings and stuff on there to, like, once it gets to a certain spot, it'll show a warning like RSSI low or whatever before you get a failsafe on this drone. But like I said before in the video, you get ELRS, ExpressLRS, you don't have to worry about RSSI anymore, because ExpressLRS is a long-range protocol, and you could fly your drone. Like this little guy, you're not going to be flying it a mile or two out, but guess what? With ExpressLRS, you can fly this thing a mile out with ExpressLRS, depending on like stuff in your way or whatever. But dude, it's just like so freaking awesome, ExpressLRS. I know it's been out for a little bit, but I'm super stoked about it, and I think this is pretty cool. But if you guys wanted to see something in Betaflight, just let me know how you want me to do that. Like if you want me to videotape it, or you want me to do it in slides. So yeah. And that's not the last thing. I just shook the whole table. This is the last thing. These little guys. I've got, I don't know, about 8 left. I'm going to order some more. They're stickers. Like this thing is the thing that rotates at the end of my videos. Like you just saw it just a minute ago. These guys, I want to give out to you guys. I want to give you guys some stickers of mine. So that's going to be stinking cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special video if you guys are interested in stickers. Let me know in the comments. If you're not, we don't have to do it. But if you guys are interested in stickers, I want to do these stickers. I want to do there's I want to get some stickers made of my intro broken image logo that pops through and the drone flies off and stuff. I want to get stickers of that made, and then I want to get stickers of on the outro, that bottom broken image FPV. I want to get stickers of that made. So I'm going to get stickers of those two made. I've already got these because I wanted to see how the company does stickers, and I really like it. This is the matte version, or matte, however you want to say it. This is the matte version of that, and I've got another sticker too. If you guys, I don't know if you can see it right here, but you can't even see it up here. But yeah, on my bag, this is my little FPV bag. I got it says broken image like that. That's another sticker. So yeah, I've got those 2 stickers already made. I got 10 of each, you know, just very basic stickers of, you know, I just wanted to see how well it was. And I really like the quality of the stickers. I think they stick onto a good bit of stuff. You guys probably have seen my radio on how I put my little logo down on the bottom of my radio. So if you guys want some stickers, we'll be having a contest for stickers. And I'll be making a special video of that. So you guys post down in the comments if you guys want some stickers from my channel. And that's going to be pretty fun to do. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited about that too. And like I said, I'm getting some stuff in the mail. We're going to be doing some reviews of this stuff. And I'm going to be linking ExpressLRS up to this, updating it, all this stuff. And we're going to get a pretty crisp link with this ExpressLRS on a new drone I'm getting in the mail. It's a new little 3.5 inch prop. 3.5 inch quad. It's a little micro quad. And yeah, it's super exciting too. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to see that video whenever it comes, because it's gonna be coming soon. Well, hopefully, once I get my radio. Anyways, all that stuff. Thanks guys for watching the channel. And if you guys aren't subscribed yet, please drop a little subscribe button. Press the little subscribe button. Hit the bell. You know, so you guys can get notified. And yeah, come hang out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.